breathtaking beauty of the Kenyan landscape and the wildlife that calls it home, making Kenya one of the world's most famous tourist destinations, pumping in more than 100 billion shillings into the economy annually, besides creating thousands of jobs.
Kenya is known worldwide. In fact, if you went anywhere and you said you are from Kenya, they probably would just think of two things. First, they think of athletes, and the next thing they tell you is about wildlife, because they've seen it on many channels, international channels.
Kenya's national parks are home to a vast number of wild animals, and among them, elephants are a major attraction.
There's a beauty for tourists to see an elephant. It's an attraction. It's among the big five. And so that's why we say elephants are worth more alive, because you got more tourists coming to see the same elephant every day.
The relationship between communities living around wildlife reserves has been bittersweet. While some complain of losses from attacks by wild animals, others are reaping the benefits of conserving elephants.
The Maasai communities are benefiting through employment, because especially this young generation, instead of them going to Nairobi or going elsewhere far, they are getting opportunities in these conservancies.
Elephants also play a critical role in maintaining the ecosystems in which they live.
Elephants are the gardeners of nature. They eat a lot of grasses, they mix it with herbs, they remove seeds and fruits from trees. As they then dump their dung piles around the ecosystem, they are distributing nutrients, they are distributing seeds. In fact, it is well known that there are groups of plants that will not germinate until they have been through the stomach of an elephant.
They make it possible for a myriad of plants and animal species to thrive in those environments.
You will find dung beetles, for instance. They quickly go to where the elephant has laid its dung, roll a ball, lay an egg. They use that elephant dung as a nest.
People have never understood why elephants pull down branches and trees. It's because during a drought, their reaction is that everybody is suffering, and they break these branches for the other herbivores to feed on. So there's a huge dynamic relationship between the elephant and the environment that is much more important than the product that the elephant itself carries.
By breaking down the bush, they caused open spaces where other smaller animals, the duikers, the smaller antelopes, could then be able to find food, because when you open up the bush, the light is able to reach the understory, okay? Even herders will tell you that they need elephants to open up the bush for their cattle.
However, poachers hunt them for their tusks, the very tools that are valuable to the elephants themselves.
Elephants use their tusks to dig out for roots when they are seeking out roots. During drought, elephants are known to be able to dig wells, which even other animals and even human beings have benefited from, because the elephant's ability to figure out where water is extremely impressive.
You can make all sorts of artifacts, and you don't need to kill an elephant to pull out the ivory, so that you can make bangles. You can make plastic bangles, you can make bangles of any other synthetic material.
And for those reasons, conservation efforts have gone a notch higher. Kenya Wildlife Service is now collaborating with conservationists and rangers from local communities in protecting the mighty mammals. According to experts, in order to increase Kenya's elephant population, such efforts need to be sustained. Ecological studies have shown that their depletion would lead to dramatic change in the ecosystem.
In the absence of elephants, very quickly you start getting what we call trophic cascades. That means different levels of animals start disappearing because they are not able to live in those habitats. It starts always with the herbivores, and then slowly, once you've lost your herbivores, of course the next line in the food chain will go, because where your lions and your hyenas are going to find food if the antelopes and the impalas are gone?
If poaching continues, Kenya is no doubt staring at the absolute loss of these iconic mammals, creating imbalance in the ecosystem and denying the country the all-important tourism revenue. Gladys Kigo, Citizen TV, Tsavo West National Park, Makueni County.